Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to the winner set of ASL Season 15 Ro24 Group A. This is played between Action and Mini on the map Dark Origin, 2 players map. This is a new map for this season of ASL, and as I've explained to you in my previous cast, KCM, Pro Leagues and the like, this map is very similar to Destination. In a sense, you have this kind of backdoor corridor that will allow you to go all the way towards your enemy's main. You can mine out a mineral patch and then you can easily access your enemy's main. So that is a nice feature, and we've seen some crazy ass games on this map between Protoss and Zerg notably. So I'm very happy to see that Mini, out of all people, very strong and strong contender for this ASL title to take on Action. I would put my money on Mini. He's been so strong. Action is kind of like he doesn't really play much these days. Of course, I think he streams, but not to a certain extent that Mini. And Mini has had some crazy ass games recently. He's got all kills in Pro Leagues. He's got some nice games in KCM, and he's gonna be very strong. And he's gonna show his skills here. Almost caught that drone before it was able to make something. Is he going to try to fake a pylon cannon rush? He doesn't. He goes directly into his enemy's main base. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just going to get rid of this map for you so you can see the rest of the information on this screen perfectly. Looks like Mini's going to be a little bit cute here. Cutesy little drone probe. Just trying to harass the drone and get as much damage done as possible, make the drone not mine efficiently. Moving shot though is gonna be the bane of his existence here. The moving shot from the drones are very powerful, and we've seen Zerg player that is able to take out an entire probe just by doing moving shots. But looks like for now Action is not gonna dedicate that much detail and attention to taking out this probe. The probe is kind of dancing back and forth between the mineral patches. The first Zealot has started to come out, and let's see if Action is prepared, because his Overlord sees this Zealot Action here, and we have the drone still trying to attack the probe, and the drone goes out maybe to slow down the Zealot, or maybe to take the third base. The third base is going to get taken, but the Zealot is already there. He's going to try to deny this hatchery from going up. But the hatchery is, well, I guess no, it's going to be turning around. And what is going to be Action's plan here? His spawning pool is very far from completion. Next is going up right in the face of the Overlord. Overlord sees everything, and 4 Zerglings are here, but 4 Zerglings are not going to be a good match against 2 Zealot and 1 probe. Another pair of Zergling pops, so 6 Zerglings are still manageable for Mini, but Action's gonna have a slight advantage here. When we get to 8 versus 3 or 8 versus 2 Zealot and 1 probe, it gets a little bit more dangerous, and Mini is gonna be very careful, because if he loses this group of units, then his base is gonna be completely exposed. Looks like he's gonna try to go home here. I don't know if that's a good decision or not. I guess he's just trying to catch his third Zealot, and now we might have a base trade situation going on. Looks like that's going to be a fake though from Action. He pulls back with the rest of his Zerglings. He knows that he cannot cross his enemy's expansion because the forge has been created already. The drones have been pulled, evacuated from the scene here. Zealots start to attack. Remember, this map doesn't have that much of a back area you can hide. You can sort of hide, but not so good. And Zealot might kind of miss-micro a little bit there. There's a nice area that they can kind of hide, but not so much. And this is kind of good for Action to go for Hydralisk build here, because he can take out these Zealots, I think, eventually. But for now, he's going to have to content himself with having some uninvited visitors in his main, in his expansion. Behind this, Mini is happy to take his to tech up and to build stuff inside his expansion. He probably need to put up a cannon at some point. These Zerglings are still here, and Mini's gotta keep an eye on these Zerglings. He doesn't want Zergling to go out there and attack his main base. Okay, looks like the Action is commenced here, and the aggressor is Action. Mini needs to pull back this other Zealot though. This Zealot is very weak and it dies, but Mini is buying so much time and making Action's Zerglings work for the meal here. Finally, all of the Zealot die, but the probe still survive. Is he going to be able to get home? He doesn't. But look at this, guys. No tech whatsoever from Action. Action's gone for next base, though, so he's got 4 hatchery. And what is going to be Mini's reaction? He's going to put it up a cannon. That's going to be a mistake. You don't really need a cannon at this point. His enemy's gone for... Yeah, he's trying to be safe here, but... yeah, you don't really need that cannon. Of course, he cannot know what's happening inside his enemy's main base. He needs to tech up to Stargate really quickly and use the Stargate to produce corsairs and go for Overlord hunting, because we have nothing from the Zerg player. No Hydralisk Dent, no Lair, no Spire, no Evolution Chamber. Stargate is about halfway done here, so we will be expecting some corsairs soon. The Overlords better run for their lives. Where they're located, one is in the mid area of the map. The Zealots see it. The other Overlord is hidden all the way to the left side, and more Overlord are in the main. So a lot of Zerglings to speed out here though. So Mini's got to be careful. At least he spot this new base. One Zealot getting surrounded, but good for Mini to pull around. Is he going to be able to hide behind the middle patch? Maybe he will. And Action has no answer here at all. This hatchery completes, and he's going to try to get a surround though, Action. But Mini's going to try to slit another Zealot in the back here. The Zealot goes out, and while these other Zealots are buying so much time, this other Zealot from Mini is going to do as much damage as possible. He's going to go all the way inside the main. He needs to go inside the main to see what kind of attack his enemies got. He sees what? He's going to see the Hydralisk Den. He's going to see the Spire. Is he going to try to hide in the corner? Okay, +1 weapons upgrade is going to be happening. Looks like he maybe canceled the cannon there, Mini, in his main, because he sees that the lair is so late. So he's happy with the information he's received. This Zealot is buying as much time as possible. More Zealot coming through. I think this is kind of an overkill now because his enemies got so many Zerglings. But maybe he's thinking that it's still possible. Okay, at least this Zealot is going to be buying some time though for that Corsair to do some damage. And so many drones getting pulled. I mean, this is so much mineral wasted here for Action. But finally, Action is going to be able to resume his mining activities. Mini is playing flawlessly up until this point. But don't count Action out, man. Action now has a lot of Hydralisks. And he's gonna be looking forward to do a kind of a mid-game push here. A lot of Zergs and the Hydralisks are coming out. Corsairs trying to do a bit of damage before the Hydralisks return. Very slow reaction from Action. He's gonna be losing at least one Overlord. One of the Corsairs is weak from before, but Mini wouldn't mind. He got his mission accomplished here. He's gonna try to go in. Action is not a supply block though. This Forge is gonna get whatever upgrade it's upgrading completed, I think, by the time the Hydralisks get there. I think Mini is ahead in the kind of state he's in. Another attempt to snipe that Overlord, but not successful. So many Hydralisks coming out, and Mini knows exactly what his enemies got. He needs to go home and try to take care of any Overlord that are in his main. We have near his main, not in his main. We got an Overlord a little bit at the 6 o'clock position. But Mini is still just out here just making sure that his enemy is not building way too many Hydralisks, and there are way too many Hydralisks to start. Mini's adventurous though. He's coming up with Zealot, and they don't have leg yet or speed upgrades, but I think they will soon. But look, the number of Hydralisks is ridiculous. How many Hydralisks Action has at this point? I don't think these 5 Zealot, even with leg and +1 upgrades, is going to be able to do anything. But Mini thinks otherwise. He's coming through, and 3 Corsairs. I don't know why Mini's... Oh my god, he's seeing so many Hydralisks coming out. He's gonna know that, after this failed attack, we need to go home and defend with more cannons. And I think Dark Templar would be nice at this point, because Overlord speed is not inside. We might have a kind of a base stretch situation. A lot of Zerg units are coming through, and a lot of Zealots are coming through as well, though. We have just 2 cannons. Oh my god, this might be a kind of a pivotal moment here. The units are not coming through, and Mini is not paying attention. Mini needs to move in. He's moving in now. He's gonna do a kind of a base trade situation. They focus attention, and these Hydralisks have their upgrades or not. We don't see it. Which player is gonna have better multitasking? Dark Templar pops, but Overlord speed just completes on time. Oh my god, Mini is gonna lose. Mini doesn't. He could have won this game. Do we have? Okay, that is a nice storm, but not good enough. We might have another storm. And very slow movement from those Hydralisks. These units are gonna morph into something here. Is Mini? He's gonna be losing his Robo. We have another Templar that could cast something, but no. Mini, surprisingly, is gonna be losing the winner set, and we have to fight for his spot in the final set, I think, because Action just found a perfect timing here, timing attack. Or maybe not, I don't know. We have this pylon getting destroyed. We need to have some cannons. We need to have some High Templars on the high ground. +1 upgrade is done on the... what is the point of having the Archon hidden there, man? The Zerg unit is just streaming through, and Mini is forced to abandon his expansion here. Mini was playing so well up until the point that Action just goes out, and you know what? Mini was just... you know, he saw the number of Hydralisks the enemies got, but he was just too cocky, I think. Anyways, good game played by Action. And let's move on to the loser set. If you like my cast, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is in the video description. Have a good day. Bye-bye.